Hello and welcome. So today we are going to be putting alcohol ink on a vase. And these are vases I just find at Value Village, the dollar store, in garage sales, or people give them to me. It is a very slick, non-porous surface, so the inks work very nicely on it. You could use any kind of vase, even a porous vase, but just noting that your colors will sink into it a lot more and give more of a matte look than what this does. When we get the vases, we want to be able to use it either decoratively or to actually put flowers in. And so we would prefer to keep the inside of the vase clean, because in this vase, other than reaching in a few inches, if your ink flows all the way down to the bottom, there's no way for you to clean it out. And if you did want to give it to someone, then it doesn't look nice with streaks of alcohol in there. So I always work a little bit below the lip, and then after just use my fingers to touch up around here. Another way to be sure is to turn it upside down and work this way. The colors I'm going to use are rust, terracotta, kind of a butterscotchy yellow, a bit of peach Belini, and some pool. And these are all alcohol inks you can buy in the scrapbook store or in Treasured Memories or anywhere that sells these kind of products. You can order a lot of them online. We are going to be using blending solution. This is isopropynol with a little tincture of glycerin in it. And that is what gives it that real glorious kind of flow effect. But isopropynol, 99% isopropynol, even 55%, 70% works excellent also. I just buy the 6 bottles in Costco of the 99% and put them in all these little bottles, because this is $9 for that little bottle, and you can get 6 bottles of these for $13. So whatever you prefer to use, I interchange sometimes according to what I'm making. But if I'm doing something with a very big surface, I just go with the 99%. So I am going to tip this upside down. When I begin a vase, probably my biggest suggestion is just get the surface covering done first. And that is simply by putting your color and then taking your hand and moving the color. If you are to constantly do every single streak, you'll go through a lot of ink, and that's okay. I mean, I have used lots of ink at times too, but again, just basic coverage is what we're looking for to begin. If you are someone who likes a lot of white showing in your vase, that's excellent. You would want to probably make sure that some white is showing all over. Otherwise, it looks like you just missed an area. Whereas if it's uniform, people think, well, that was your intention. You can work with 1 color, 2 colors, 4, 5, it doesn't matter. I'm usually a 1 to 3 color, but I have changed my mind upon occasion also. If you notice, I am putting rust on, and see what a beautiful color that is? If I took my glove where there was no blue, it stays more true rust. But when I go like this and use this blue, it turns it sort of a muted pale beige brown. That's okay too. You decide which you like better. And we usually will change our gloves often doing something like this if you are someone who would like to keep your colors pure. And by that I mean not mixing all the colors that are on your glove onto what's going ahead of it. But for today, I think we'll just see what transpires, just using my gloves as they are at this moment. Again, going for coverage first. I'm using the back of my glove because there is no extra color, and then it makes it a much more deeper, denser look, and I like that too. So I've used these two colors, and now I want to show you. Often on a vase I will use canned air, just your normal dust off for computers. It is better not to shake these bottles, and when you spray, you want make sure your glove is clean when you put your hand inside, and you want to spray across or up. You don't want to point this down because then the foam from the canned air just comes out in a fuzz. Why I sometimes like to do a bit of coverage like this and then air on the other color is that it gives a very neat effect. And I'll see if I can come closer for you to see. Canned air is kind of hard to show. And all it will do is help you at this point to have more coverage over your vase. It is going to thin out some places, but it is what I use to make sure, instead of keep going like this with my hand, I can cover a lot more area. Like this white right here. You just put that on, give a little pop, and this will also make beautiful fronds. But on a vase like this, I'm not going to do fronds. I'm going to just go for a general effect of using this canned air. And you will see the effect of it in a moment. You will see how it streaks some of it. Not sure if you can tell with light in the way. And now I would set aside the canned air, and I would just now enhance some areas with a bit darker color. And it's really as easy as that to make, you know, like I said, a beautiful gift for someone, for yourself. Looks very pretty. And you would just go along choosing, you know, where you want some extra color and add it in as you go. Not always having to follow the line or the curve in your vase. You don't have to do that. And now, I very much like this side. And I will probably just leave it now and work on tiny, tiny little areas. And then I believe I will give this as a gift to somebody. So happy creating with your own vase. If you have any questions, always just write me at dancinginaPotOfPaint.com or to my contact email that you see on my site. And thank you for joining me.